right, we're good to go. Thought my camera was gonna do it again. I was like, oh no. All right, so we're good. Checking the sound, making sure everything looks good and sounds good. Welcome to Dano Crypto. On this channel, I show you guys how to make simple, effective, and easy moves in the cryptocurrency ecosystems, and I try my best to keep you guys updated on the news and what is keeping current in these financial markets, and just kind of some things that are happening around the world when it comes to free speech and what the powers that be are doing to stop this. And it's through, I think, things like what is happening with Pavel with Telegram, him being basically ambushed in France. And so we're going to kind of get into a little bit of that. We're not going to get too deep into it. Suggest you guys just kind of go down that rabbit hole yourselves, but we will briefly mention about it and also what happened in effect with the price and the TON chain, and what this means as a message being sent to basically any company that is trying to be decentralized in its essence of how the companies run. And whenever there is something that is like that, it seems that there is always something on the opposite side that is trying to very much stop decentralization from happening. And so that is why Bitcoin in its essence is so important. And we're going to get into why long-term Bitcoin might be the safest, best hedge bet against government oversight, overreach, manipulation. And even though Bitcoin has been, quote, manipulated by buying and selling of the price and how the amount of Bitcoin that the governments hold, the amount of Bitcoin that these institutions like BlackRock are scooping up in the billions, like constantly getting as much Bitcoin as they possibly can. I don't know. Something is being sent as a message, I think, to the people, if you are willing to open up your eyes and look, is that there is a battle happening. There's a battle happening, and you can see it playing out right now. You can see this battle playing out in real time as we speak. And you could say maybe, yes, it's a battle of good and evil. It's a battle of the rich against the poor. It's against the 1% against the 99% against the 1%. And if you remember the Occupy movement of Occupy Wall Street, back 2009, 2010, and then what ensued after that, with creation of Bitcoin in 2009, and where we are headed in the next 10 years of this echelon, like primed era that we're going to be going into, but does not come without its struggle and its balance of power. So guys, welcome to the show today. Hope you're feeling well. Make sure you guys are smashing the like button. We're going to get into this and we're going to look at the charts and all that, but want to make sure you guys are using the links in the description, and make sure you guys are tune into the Discord. This is where you're going to see people posting their trade setups. If you would have seen a trade setup from Metis, you'd be up massively in profit. We got into this entry at $32, and now Metis is sitting at actually $37. So it's really actually starting to trade up, and we start to see that altcoin strength. A lot of the altcoins with Ethereum and against Ethereum are going to start looking like this. And so, but yep, if you want to be in the Discord, you can see other people's trade setups where we have MFRX9 a lot of the times posting some pretty awesome TA. So check out MFRX9's post in here as well. And then also, I love when people are posting their best trade screenshots where I see people making money, and I bet you, I dare you to post your worst trades where you've like got liquidated or you like got stopped out at like 50%, negative 50%. I want to see those too, because it proves and it will show a track record of how it's not always green every single day. You're not going to win 100% of the trades that you put in, and it is a process. And if you were to have watched the Moon Show with me, Mr. M, and Da Vinci Jeremy, Da Vinci J15, he explained that, look, these traders, it takes 2 years of you getting chewed up a little bit, you know, chewed up and spit out. And then you start to learn and gain that experience and those lessons. And then you go through a market cycle or two. And then you start to really grasp the concept of when to take profits, when to DCA, and all that stuff. So it's really interesting when you start to see the actual trade journey. And a lot of the times, I think crypto Twitter and the screenshots of everyone always winning are always winning. It's like, yeah, that's a lie and it's false. And if you had just won and you didn't have any losses, you got lucky. And if they were honest, they'd say, hey, I probably lost and didn't get into that trade on the perfect timing and got liquidated, and then I was able to basically hit that winning trade, as you know. And they don't tell you about the 70, 100 other times, you know. So but you always have to make sure that your wins are obviously outweighing your losses. And so then if you are primarily always losing, then that's when you have to basically readjust your strategy and that kind of think about like, okay, well, what's my strategy here? Do I need to make adjustments and then implement the plan? So you always have to be a little flexible, but also have conviction when you know that your strategy and your plan is starting to work. And I've used this and have proven the concept, at least, that it 100% works. And guess what? When you fall off your plan, yeah, you're gonna get wrecked. And then the moment you fall off your plan, that when it was working, and you were implementing your strategy, and then you deviated and you saw the losses come in, that's how you know your strategy worked. That's how you tested it. That was your test of okay, I was able to actually, even with market swings, market going up, maybe market sideways, I was able to protect my portfolio. And then once you have implemented, you're like, okay, it worked. And then if you start to deviate, you start to put in a FOMO trade, or you put in trades without any stop loss at all or anything like that, that's a lot of the times where you're going to break that strategy and you're going to lose money. And so it's a good way to kind of keep track of what's working, what's not, and how you can survive through these markets. And Headband High said, most people don't have a strategy. I applaud you for having one. Yeah, no, it's honestly, it is true. Like most people coming into the markets they're like, they don't even think when they're going to take profits. They just go in. They're like, oh, this token's pumping, let me buy it. And then they don't even think about the time frame of where they're going to hold this thing. So this is what we've been developing for our strategy of what we think are, strong things to hold through this market cycle going up, leading into the election. November 5th is going to be insane. And so we all know this. This is going to be one of the most controversial elections in U.S. history. And we all know this. And what we're doing is trying to trade off of that. And we know the market is going to be volatile. It's going to pump, especially because this is my thesis. You guys can, I don't know if you agree with me, and you don't have to, obviously, but it's just an observation. I think that if you were to think that you are a party that's in power right now, and you have mostly control of the Senate, and you have control of the Federal Reserve and basically how the feds are operating right now and how monetary policy is being made, you would want the markets before going into your election to be looking good. Like, you want them to be looking good. Like, you don't want them to be massively crashing. You want there to be some hope in the market. So this is why I think going into this election, the market is going to pump hard. And Marty Party actually thinks the same thing. He's like, look, I think the market is going to literally blast off from this bull flag that we've been literally forming on the monthly chart. Like, I think this is probably the monthly chart that he has up here. Because if you were to put the Bitcoin chart on a monthly scale right now, it would essentially look like that, tightened in. And then let's just, we just go here, and we have some fibs on this particular chart, but maybe if we went to this chart. Yeah, it's just crazy. When, though? Well, Pepe will tell you. MAGA Pepe has been sipping this cup and handle for a little while, and the cup and handle breakout is at the Steam level. So the Steam level is at 150,000. We think we're going to hit $150,000 per Bitcoin. Michael Saylor actually has been saying, hey, we're going to hit $300,000 before the end of the year. And what's so interesting is that could actually very well happen. You know, we could see a supply crunch and a supply squeeze with Bitcoin and Ethereum on exchanges, because exchanges have already done these metrics. They've ran the numbers. They said, look, guys, exchange is expected to run out of Bitcoin 9 months after the halving. So it's just, it is inevitable that there is not going to be enough Bitcoin to go around in this, and the exchanges will experience that shock. And I think that's where we're going to see Bitcoin actually going possibly above 80K to 90K before the election happens, because I mean, it is going to be primed for these things to start happening. And then he thinks that, you know, the market will dump after that big pump. So if it dumps from $108,000, if we go to the chart here, if it dumps from $108,000 down, let's see, go to 108,000. If it dumps down to back to 90K or 80K range, that's a 20% move to the downside. And so I really think that this could be playing out pretty much right on schedule. All right, so Head Ben High said, not that there is a major difference between the first time I was here and now, but the way you speak to your audience has been so much better. Oh, well, hey, thank you. Thank you for the feedback, because a lot of the times I feel like I sound like a insane person, but if you think that, then man, that gives me even more confidence to get better. So Head Ben High, you are awesome. Thank you for the support. All right, so let's get into some of the tweets that we had planned here, but we want to remind you guys that obviously well, you sir, amazing, you sir. Okay, all right. Let me do this, and want to remind you guys that diamond handing can actually work in your favor during these times. It really can. It actually can work in your favor during these times, because we are in the bull market, so it's not really time to sell. It's not time to sell yet. It's still actually accumulation mode, because we are below 69,000. Bitcoin is cheap. Bitcoin's so cheap right now. Ethereum still hasn't broken all-time highs. Ethereum still hasn't broken all-time highs, and it's primed right now. I mean, look at on the monthly right now, it's actually in a cup and handle pattern that can break out up to 5K to break all-time highs very soon. And so when that happens, and it's not an if, it will happen, Ethereum's going to break to 5K. I've been buying some Ethereum. That's actually what I bought. I DCA'd some of my profits that I made on this run and just bought some Ethereum. Just simple. Like, I was just like, I could speculate into all these new meme coins. Yes, I could. And I have my picks, of course, that I will DCA into. But I thought, why would I not buy Ethereum right now under $3,000? Like, Ethereum is going to be a $10,000 coin here sooner than you think. And then just having one Ethereum, a couple Ethereum, it really is going to put you still ahead of the game. Even if you're buying Bitcoin and Ethereum, you're still doing okay. And I think what people, especially when you're new in crypto, you come in and like Bitcoin and Ethereum don't look as like sexy or attractive. Like Bitcoin and Ethereum and, Cardano, even like all this stuff, all the blue chips that have been in the markets for, the top 10. You look at the top 10. Solana is the only thing out of this top 10 list. And now we're going to get into it. We're going to get into Tron. We have some thoughts about that as well. We are gonna make a video. We're gonna make a video on the Tron ecosystem, and we're going to just kind of not tell you what coins to buy, but we're just going to analyze it with you. So then we can open it up together, and we can just make educated decisions of, say, okay, there is obviously controversy with Tron and Crash and which tokens are actually the ones that people are like we're way too early on to, like, too suspiciously early to be calling that, oh, that was the one. It was like, well, no, it was the one because it was the early investor one. So, and then people are thinking that Crash is not being as truthful to say, like, hey, that's not a call. Like, it's not a call if it's your token and you were massively early on it. But we're going to analyze it. And so we don't really honestly know. We're not a on-chain investigator, so we're not going to get all into that type of analysis. But what we can do is we can go on Dex Screener, we can go on Dex Tools, we can look and see what is having the top traded volume, we can see what is actually possibly getting support from Justin Sun himself, and then you can start to make your educated decision of how you want to go into the Tron ecosystem. But the Tron ecosystem has always been there. It's not like it's some new thing. It's always been here, and it's the biggest stablecoin market in the entire market. We've always mentioned that the reason why is because of the stablecoin market on Tron, and for the fact that it's just been a very stable, pun intended, network with the backing of Justin Sun and the leadership of Justin Sun, and him honestly putting himself out there, going on. He went on Crypto Banter recently and was talking about how building this, DAO, this Tron DAO, this ecosystem to be able to get that liquidity moving around is honestly it's a brilliant idea. It's pretty smart, but like everything, there's going to be people that are going to say, oh, it's a scam. This is a scam, blah, blah, blah. Everyone said Brett was a scam at $100 million market cap, and it ended up going to over $1 billion. So it got scammed to the billions. So, and I'm sure there's probably a lot of Tron fans, people that really have always been into Tron. I love Tron for the fact that it's just a great way to on-chain on-chain your coins and liquidity to to and out from Ethereum, or using Tron, using the USDT, and being able to just get your funds like where you need them to for cheaper fees. I mean, the whole point of some of these chains, so you can move liquidity around with cheaper fees, and also on the chain itself. As an example, we'll go to Polygon. Polygon, I think, is one of the best chains of like on-chain liquidity. Like if you wanted to hold Chainlink on Polygon, you can confidently hold Chainlink, Render, like really awesome DeFi tokens and things like that on Polygon, and you would be able to confidently, when the bull market is at its peak, to be able to take profits like in your decentralized applications. Now, it might be a completely different story if you're holding garbage tokens and the market's pumping and there's no liquidity and everyone's trying to take profits, and your slippage is going to be all over the place, and it's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same. Like it's not going to be the same, and especially if the token is like it just like gets completely drained, and there's no chance. So it's like, what would you rather have? A bunch of dust of a bunch of garbage tokens, or like solid blue chips that are going to be able to take profits on? It's so that's why. And Mr. M and Da Vinci actually have this advice, is that you have like a degen wallet, garbage wallet that is completely separate from your like stuff you're trying to like hold seriously. And so then if any chance that there's some like stuff that happens or whatever it may be, that you can just know that that's your degen wallet. Like that's your like wallet that if it all goes to zero, like that was what it's like it's going to go to zero or it's going to do something. So that can be a way that you can separate the dirtiness from the things that you want to be more clean, And but yeah, so Polygon and just DeFi in general, I think if you were to explore into the Polygon ecosystem and realize, like, actually, we'll do this. Let's go to Morales Money. We'll go to Morales Money, and we'll show you guys what tokens are actually, highly traded on Polygon. So we'll just go to Polygon. And this is what's trending, and then we can go to by top market cap. Okay, so we have, like I said, Chainlink on Polygon. Then we have QuickSwap, and we have a lot of different gaming tokens as well because they like to use Polygon because of the cheaper fees and the throughput of how you can do a crypto gaming platform project with Polygon. All right, so let's do by top by market cap, and no, actually we want to do this. We want to do the token explorer. So let's go to the explorer. Last time we were doing this, we would do this the DEX score greater than 80, and then we'd add a filter of what was it? The buy pressure. It was not the social media metrics, but we did one of those for finding the meme coins. But if we want to do experienced net buyers, there we go. Increase by at least 500, and the time frame this month, and we'll run that strategy. I need to sign in. Hold on, let me sign in. And guys, if you haven't checked out Morales Money, we were actually debuting this market aggregator of data on chain for a while, and I think we're gonna start using it actively again. And because we've just been analyzing the markets because we've already we wanted to stick with the plan, and I felt like we didn't want to get too distracted with finding newer tokens. But honestly, it's not about finding newer tokens on this. It's about seeing what people are buying. And if that is a new token, then that's when we can make the decision to go, okay, maybe we should start looking at that more because it just shows on chain. But let's log in real quick. Let's log in. And the way you log in, you connect your wallet, and you can actually analyze your portfolio on here as well. So let me do this really quick. And thank you guys for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. If you can hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and ding the bell to be notified, so then you guys can come in and hang out when we do these live streams. Because we stream Monday through Friday, 11:30 Eastern Standard Time, and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, so we're going to sign in. Okay, we are signed in, and now let's run this strategy. We're going to run this. We'll just do this one on Polygon here. Okay. All right, so what we did is we just went into the Explorer. We picked the DEX score being over 80, experienced net buyers over 500. Easy metric. And then we could go as far as adding in the social media metrics if you're finding meme coins, and then you can see, okay, how many followers do they have, any new posts or anything like that. But we also have to watch out for that because we know that you can buy followers and you can buy transactions. You can buy everything. Everything is up for scrutiny in terms of if it's real or not. You realize that, right? Everything is. Nowadays, you need to have so much due diligence and research into what you are actually looking at and what you are doing your research on and what you're ingesting. Think about it. Think about how things can be so fabricated to the point where you don't know if it's real or not. And so you have to know this. Things are inflated to points where it seems like it might have a big following or something going on, but it's all literally fake. It's all bots. It's all paid interaction, paid fake engagement. So, all right, so let's look at these tokens. This is on Polygon. We got Aave. We have Fire. I haven't seen this one. Voxel. I haven't seen this one. And then we have Render Token, just like I was saying, render token. is super bullish for this for an altcoin this cycle, and you can hold it on Polygon and swap into it. You can buy Polygon, send it to your MetaMask, and then swap it into Render if you and hedge on it performing a little better than what Matic would in this run, and then swap a little bit into Render. And then when you see that Render just pumped, you can swap it right back into Matic or a stable coin, because look at the stable coin. Stablecoins are in here as well, and USDT, because this is what people are understanding now. If they're using Polygon, they're like, dang, I can hold all my USDT and USDC on Polygon and be able to use this network to send it into my exchanges at 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I don't have to use a bank. You literally are using the crypto ecosystem is liquidity on just one chain. Just one chain. Look, Nakamoto Games. Chainlink. Boom. So exactly what I was talking about. And then you can do the same thing with another chain, and then it'll give you, this just gave you 2-3 altcoins that are, quote, old and boring, besides Render. Render's up, new and up and coming. But if you were to, say like, Chainlink, it's old and boring. But telling you, look at the on-chain data of what is happening and what people are buying on these specific chains. You could run the same metric on Binance, and then you're going to get your Pancake swap. You're going to get your Dogecoin. You know that Dogecoin is a contract on Binance Smart Chain. Besides the Doge chain itself, that's what you can hold Dogecoin on. And then actually, the wrapped BTC, like the BTCB token, has a lot of liquidity. Like if you were to be holding Bitcoin on Binance, pretty crazy. And then if we go into Base, let's see what's happening on Base right now. Brett has still just been dominating. And then Miggles, I've been hearing about this Miggles. So I think the fact that Miggles has the experienced buyers, Mog coin, but this is not the original Mog. I think Mog on Ethereum is the one that people are talking about. Because if we were to go to Ethereum, I'm sure the Mog would be here on this list, no doubt. Actually, I'm not seeing it. But this is just for increased buyers at 500. So let's see. Let's pull this metric up. Okay, we have Nero. I did see Mogcoin, but it looked like a different profile icon. Yeah, is that the... Yeah, I don't know. Is this it? Is this... Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, for some reason, I don't know why this is... That's weird. Okay. All right, so yeah, so this chart, the Mog coin, the chart, like it actually looks really good. I mean, it's basically basically a nice trend up from breaking these all-time highs. 1, 2, 3, 4 different times it broke all-time highs, and then you always get that nice little dumpy action right here, because obviously this is the whole market dumping. So that was the whole market doing a consolidation, because you see the wick. But what's interesting is this coin actually followed the market pretty well, because like you see here in March this year, remember all altcoins, everything was doing really well. We're basically in an altcoin season teaser, and then we had a consolidation, and then now there was another 1, 2, 3. I mean, that's nice strength right there, and gives buyers an opportunity if they're like, man, I missed it up here, or I missed it down here. And then look, you get these opportunities to get back into the coin to be able to trade back up into what is forming what I have been calling the meme coin megaphone, chart, where PONKE did this, and it just like broke hard and then established a channel here and then broke up again. And this is why when I see that on the chart, I'm like, okay, I start to pay attention a little bit more, because I could have bought way more PONKE, realizing that that was like one of the most bullish charts like you could have in a meme coin, is that megaphone. It's like a channel. It goes up like this, starting from the pinch, and then it has 2 to 3 tests of the all-time highs, and then it just explodes. And then just like it goes ham. I think it was on 4 hour. Yeah, right here. But then now we're back. We're right back at this accumulation zone. But you see here, 1, 2, 3. And then pump right up into that next spot, that last stop of the all-time high. Could be. But yeah, this is with MOG. We haven't really looked at MOG too much on this channel. But it is in the metric. It's in the metric. What else was in here? A lot of stuff we don't really want to mention or honestly look at. Trust. Okay. Trust wallet? Trust DAO? What? Which trust? You gotta tell me what chain. Is it Ethereum? Trust on Solana? Okay. All right, I have to, okay, I'll check it. Let me see. Trust on Solana. Let's see. What's the market cap? Is it let's see, trust on Solana. Oh, like trust me, bro, like that? No, that's probably this one. Let's see, is that the on pump? Oh, is it on pump? It hasn't gone to Radium yet. It's still on pump. I have not gone on pump.fund. I'm just like, I have not tainted my browser just yet with that, but I did go on Sun Pump. I did. So we are going to, we're actually going to look at some of these Tron coins now, and for the remainder of the show, we can kind of analyze this together, guys, because what I'm seeing right now is obviously, you know, you have all of the different stable coins that this is the most where all of the liquidity is in this chain. But then what's going to happen is that, like, you got to think this is 61 billion, like 35 billion, 7 billion of this on this chain, and it's going to start to like empty out into some of these coins that are gaining popularity. So we have Sundog is the top one right now, or actually, let's see, is it just or and then Sun? Those are the top ones right now. So we have Sun, and this is the actual Sun Pump. So is this the actual token of the Sun.io is one of the top platform for Beamcoin fair launches, trading, yield farm. Okay, so this is the actual token. Let's see, and then SunSwap. I'm gonna go to the website. Let me see if the website's like. Okay, yeah, so you can do it all through in here with the SunSwap, Sun.io, and then this also has a token itself. And then you go here, we have just let me see the description on this. Not too familiar what's going on with this one. And then we have Sundog. Okay, so I've seen Sundog. We saw Justin Sun on Crypto Banter. talking about Sundog. The narrative here is that everything is going to the sun, not the moon. So Sundog is now, it is the biggest dog meme on Tron. Every chain needs its dog. Every dog has its day. So it's a classic narrative. Let's see. Tokens are 100% unlocked from day one. Maximum supply 1 billion. Okay, let's look at the chart. So even though it's at a $287 million market cap, you could still be early, but you just don't know. You just really don't know. So at this point, get it into maybe something like Sun Pepe, because it seems like it's doing the exact same thing. It's okay. It's a Pepe on Tron. Sun Pepe, the biggest Pepe meme coin on Tron currently right now. Okay, so, and then let's go down the list and maybe see if there's any other Pepes that are under this list that were trying to gain popularity as well, but didn't make it. In terms of, because like, yeah, we have Gangnam Style. We're seeing Tron, let's see, Tron Frog. These are all things that are down at the bottom with market caps of lower than 200,000. So when you're getting into this territory, it's super degen, and but Donald Trump Sun Key. This is $1 million market cap. So like what you have to find is the things that are going to actually stay above $1 million market cap for more than just a few days. So if the token can survive being over $1 million market cap for more than a few days and doesn't dump down into, say, like 500,000 and can't sustain the $1 million market cap, then I would stay away from that. And so if the thing is able to get some traction, I was hearing about this Bird Dog. So Bird Dog is one that Crypto King was mentioning about on his video about the Tron ecosystem. And this one, because it's part of the Matt Fuhrer characters and there is no other, I think this might be the top Bird Dog right now if we were to go to Bog. So if we were to just type in Bog and see what other Bogs there are, in terms of the name Bird Dog, this is the only one right now. And it seems that it, you know, with Crypto King talking about it, I think I do respect his calls and his strategy and his ability to really be quick on the narratives and really just put his money where his mouth is. So with the liquidity being pretty decent, you know, the liquidity locked at almost 200K, pretty close to 200K, and it's at a $200 million market cap. The chart isn't too pumpy and dumpy. It's got some decent. I love seeing this where you got some swoops. You got little swoops here, zoop, zoop. And if we can at least start trading back up to start breaking, any new all-time highs, even if it's just a nice green candle that gets you back up into the wick territory right here, then Bird Dog could be something that you could keep on the radar. And if you're just trying to figure out, okay, what token could be the easiest one to put the least amount in and see the biggest return in the short term, would be something that's obviously under a $10 million market cap. Now, I'll give you an example of something that happened to me recently where now I'm kind of stuck holding it because I don't want to sell it at a loss. I just want to see what happens, and it might just literally sit at zero. But I bought a Matt Fuhrer character narrative token on Solana called Dougal, and you guys remember this. I showed you this token, and I was thinking that this thing was going to survive over that market cap, that market cap of at least over 2 million, $10 million market cap, and now the thing's pretty much like rugged. I mean, it's like pretty much under that $1 million now, and it has not moved at all. If not, it's gone lower And it is now completely back into the range where it originally launched. And so I actually bought this thing at where it was a 3x. I put in like, I think maybe almost a Solana. And so there was an ability where I could have taken at least one soul out just to protect the profit, take out the initial investment. That's usually the best rule that you could do is just take the initial investment. If you're triple up, take that initial investment out, grab it out, and then you are securing yourself from things like this going to zero, like garbage, like absolute garbage. No excuses besides garbage. Absolute garbage. So, and that's why you have to protect yourself. You don't want to end up holding the back. You don't want to end up holding the back because then you're just like, that's where all those dusty coins come from. That's where the dust comes from. That's where the great dust bowl of 95. Okay. But just you can use that strategy for finding these meme coins, seeing what might be your best bet. And I mean, in my opinion, right now, even just looking at deck screeners as fast as I just did, I just found 2 coins that I think would be better suited to get in besides Tron Bull right now. So if you were to think, okay, I didn't get in as early as I would have liked to with Tron, with Bull. This one, Tron Bull at $185 million market cap, but then that's still relatively low. But then you say, okay, maybe I'll check out Sun Pepe and Bird Dog. Or you completely don't put any money in the Tron ecosystem at all, and you stay on your narrative. You stay in your plan. That's also a thing too, because I don't want you to listen to me and be like, "Oh, now I'm going to start getting in the chat." No, I mean, you don't have to do crap. Don't listen to anything I'm saying. But if you are just starting and you're like newly into crypto, and you're thinking, what is like, then actually the Tron ecosystem right now for someone new coming into crypto would be great, because they learn about stable coins, learn how to use MetaMask, adding the Tron network to their MetaMask, and then buying the Tron, swapping it into a token. It would be kind of a cool ecosystem to get into, to test out, and then start to go down the rabbit hole. And then they can buy the good stuff. But this actually might, with small amounts of money, could do pretty decent. But like I said, everything could go to zero, and you're just gonna get wrecked. You might buy the top, and then you become a holder. Then you become a community member. We all love it when you become a community member. All right, so the trades are down. We did scalp decent profits off the trades, though, enough to where we feel pretty good about the positions that we put in and the moves that we made. All the profits that we took, besides one trade, there was one trade where I did do a FOMO trade. I will be transparent and say I did FOMO trade into a Tron coin that was listed on OURBIT, and it was Sundog, and I was up in profit, and then I tried to go back in, and then I got stopped out. And I was like, so that was my only FOMO trade I did. But other than that, I was very, very calculated. I was looking at my charts. I said Dogecoin was looking great, Metis was looking amazing, Pepe was looking primed to explode. The whales are accumulating Pepe like crazy. The holder count is increasing like insane with Pepe. Despite all of these new tokens coming up, people still believe in Pepe. And so we put trades in on Pepe and on Bitcoin. So we trades on Pepe, Bitcoin, Metis, Dogecoin, and I think we did pretty well. We were able to scalp hundreds of dollars into where we could DCA into, like what I said, I bought Ethereum. So boring. I know, so boring. I took my profits and I bought some freaking Ethereum. And that's not old and stupid and dumb. It's just I know Ethereum is going to go to $10,000. So if I'm buying Ethereum at under 3K, that's super cheap. That's super cheap. Very, very cheap. I bought some Matic. I bought some Me token. Just, yeah. So boring. But guess what? That's probably gonna that I think in the peak of the bull run, which will remind you guys that it's at we got 6 months. We got 6 months left. That's it. In 6 months, that's when you're gonna want to start thinking about taking profits. But we still got about 2 months up until the election. We literally have 1 month. We have 1 month. So like this month is going to be very interesting with September, with the rate cuts. Oh my God. There's too many catalysts that we've been beat down for so long that why not all the catalysts lead up to a supply crunch on Bitcoin to really actually make these markets move up into this election. But man, I know it's a lot of hopium, guys. I know it's a lot of hopium, and it is what it is. I think if you were to go on the timeline right now, that's all it is hopium. That's all it is right now is hopium, because we're in that phase of the market where we're in disbelief. Like we might be in disbelief that we are actually indeed should be more bullish than we are. So we're in disbelief. We're a little bit of a disbelief that we could actually be sitting here because we've been burnt so many times. We've been chopped at the knees. You got to think about it. We've been chopped at the legs so many times at the moment where we're about to go on these runs, guys. And so how many more times can they do it? How many? I don't know. But I think it's running out of how many times they can do it, because that's what Bitcoin is programmed to withstand, is that. That's why we are hedging into Bitcoin against the financial systems. And we have to. It's our only way. And to kind of go back, to tie this all in together with why we're even talking about Bitcoin in the first place and decentralization, all that stuff, is because someone like Pavel, who runs a decentralized messaging platform, is being held hostage in France currently on charges that he might not be guilty of or guilty of. We don't know yet, but ultimately it's coming out that with all the collective data that people are trying to silence anyone who has too much power of decentralization, and regardless of the things that people are using this platform for, which is obviously subject to scrutiny, because it's like obvious, it's a decentralized messaging platform. A lot of people are using it. Most likely there's going to be crimes being committed by the people that are using that platform. Does that mean the person who is running that platform gets it's just like the Silk Road guy. It's just like Ross. Should Ross serve multiple life sentences on creating a program, creating a website? So it's a lot of philosophical law that goes into it, and order, and just like how much control someone should have or not have. Decentralization, it's a big conversation, and it's literally what the system is in a battle over, whether the people have power in decentralization of us coming together and us being the ones that tell them what we want to happen, not the other way around, where we get psyop manipulated into the narrative of what we want the MSM, the mainstream media, to make us believe, and then we do and then we end up subvertively doing what they say. And it's mostly, a lot of the times, completely opposite of what we actually want as a society. We want healthy food. We want clean water. We don't want to kill each other. Like, at essence, Like, we want basic services, goods and services to be able to flourish, for us to be able to afford. We want good schools for our children. We want our children to be safe. We want those things, but the system psyops us into us fighting all over those things. So it is high time to realize that there is a battle for your mind and your actual essence of humanness to collectively coordinate against the system that is trying to massively manipulate us into subversion and control. You have to start waking up to it before it's too late. All right, guys. Straight up, though, it's legit. It's actually legit. The battle is on, and the best thing that you can do, and this is the sauce here. If you listen to Greg Braden, he talks about how the you can't, in this type of battle, there's no winning. There's no winning. You have to triumph. You have to triumph, not win. You have to triumph with the love of what could be, the possibilities of what could be in a triumphant victory over evil forces in this world. It doesn't mean you fight it with the same anger and enviness and hate and all of those negative energies that the other side, which is the forces that be to control this game. You can't fight that with the anger and the hate. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It just perpetuates it over and over again. That's what we see right now. It is a perpetuation of hate fought with hate, just anger fought with anger, and the only way you will be able to successfully triumph in this battle is that you go in with the love, with the compassion, with the strength, with the will, with the determination, with the persistence, with the conviction of a better world for you and the people that are going to be living in it after you die. And that's the only way. Now, with that being said, guys, I'll see you on the next live stream, and we're going to get a little bit more into this. We're going to get into why this is so important, and this is why we have a crypto live stream. It's the essence of freedom and decentralization and sovereignty over being able to have control over your life. It is the mission that we, if you see the signs, guys, if you see the signs were always there. It will be so obvious in hindsight. It will be so obvious in hindsight that it is just... So, guys, I hope you are ready for one of the most pivotal times in human history for us as humans to start to take a stand and start to become what we were meant to become. And that is infinitely powerful, compassionate, loving beings that can live together and prosper on this planet with the abundant resources that we have. And be able to carry this to our children, to their children's children, and for them to have a world where they can be free. So, all right, guys. I hope you liked this live stream. I'll get off the soapbox now. I'll get off the soapbox, and we'll see you in the next one. We want to make sure you guys are using the links in the description. We didn't really do much shilling. We didn't really tell you to hit the like button as much as we should have. Sometimes YouTube recently, obviously, like the numbers on these channels are going to be down because they're banning crypto channels left and right on YouTube. If you guys don't remember, my channel was banned months and months ago. My channel was banned, and like no reasonings why. It was gone for a whole month, maybe even longer. And I was like, oh my god, I have to freaking start from scratch. And my X account was also banned too. But that's a different story. But yeah, I mean, crypto on YouTube is not treated very is not treated the same as other content. Let's just say that. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Check out BitFlex. Check out OURBIT. Check out BYBIT actually too. You know, I have a link in the description for BYBIT. If you guys want to. Let me see. Let's go here. Let me pull all the links up so you guys can check them out. And let me like my own stream. All right, so we have OURBIT. Now, OURBIT is a new exchange that we've been using, and we've partnered up with. We're actually going to be doing a special ticker Bitcoin merch giveaway. We're just waiting for them to make this merch. They're making this really awesome merch. So I'm actually, just first time I'm actually saying it publicly to you guys, but we are doing a custom ticker Bitcoin merch that my community is going to be able to get a chance to win. And also we'll just try and get some as much as possible so we can sell some on our website, and it's going to be really cool. So yeah, make sure you guys are registered, and also check it out, because like, I mean, they're basically listing all the top like best meme coins right now with trading rewards, and there's really great. I mean, I've already used $10 of USDT of my own trading rewards by trading on OURBIT, so it's really beneficial to be using platforms like OURBIT and BitFlex that give you points and give you rewards for your trading. So, and then BYBIT, if you're able to KYC with BYBIT, I have a custom Dano Crypto link. If you sign up with BYBIT, you could trade the markets. You can use all of their services by using my link in the description. And then also, if you wanted to test out Nakamoto games with my referral, you could do so as well. And I wanted to remind you guys that because NFTs are starting to get popular again, I actually launched my NFT project during the NFT bear market. So no one gave a rip. No one gave a freaking rip sauce about my project. But I think now that NFTs are coming back and Bitcoin is such a strong narrative, I think that these things should be selling like hotcakes. That's just my personal opinion. This is the essence of what I think Bitcoin is that vision, Satoshi's vision. And so with that vision, I wanted to create something that was uniquely just uniquely Bitcoin and mysterious, but also to give you guys something that you can hold and you can show people, and you can say, hey, I'm part of the Dano Dojo crew. I have an ordinal eye, and it is a way that we are going to implement this thing for whenever we do custom meetups, anything that has to do with my brand and channel. If you hold an ordinal eye, you're an ordinal eye holder, you are going to get like discounts on everything. You are going to be like VIP. You'll be like custom VIP, like always. And so this is why we wanted to build this particular NFT project, and we have hopes. This has a roadmap where the roadmap is that we will take a portion of the profits and donate it to a charity. And we're going to vote. We're going to do like a vote, and the people that hold the ordinal eyes, they're gonna be able to choose between like 2 to 3 different charities, and whichever one gets the most votes, that's where we're going to send the money to. I think it'd be really cool to just do this all transparent. Just like, look, this is like, get the funds all in, see how much we collect, and then by the time we're done, we're gonna take a percentage. We're gonna take like a big chunk, like 20-30% or something, and give it to a charity, and just try and be as cool as possible with this project. And then the other portions of the profits we want to use to inscribe these as ordinals, as an actual ordinal on the blockchain. But they're really cool. They're really custom. I mean, there's like Dolly style ones where it's got these ghost eggs, these like really cool trippy Bitcoin eyes, and you see there's rarities too. There's custom rarities for all of them. Like I have the Harry Potter Sonic Obama Inu one right here, and then I have rarities like the floating BTC, where you have like a floating BTC off to the side of the eye. That's a rarity, you know, because some of them have like the Bitcoin as the iris, but then you have the ones that are actually like floating off to the side. So, and then you have the epic teardrop. Where did the teardrop go? Okay, yeah, the teardrop one is dope because it reminds me of a Tool album. So it's all these different ones that you can explore and check out. But yeah, shilling this hard because I think NFTs are definitely coming back, and if you're into NFTs, this would be pretty cool to hold. All right, with that being said, guys, make sure you go to the website as well, danielcurtishughes.com, and play the Bitcoin Trivia Machine. Make sure you sign up for the newsletter and the email subscriber list, and you can go here and orange pill people like crazy on this website, you know, with the Bitcoin going to the moon, out of the matrix, and then also checking out the crypto bubbles, and then you can be like, whoa, like what is going on here? You can explore a lot of things on this channel, on this ecosystem, and this community that we're building here from the ground up, grassroots, and all is thanks to you guys. It's all thanks to you guys. If you weren't here, like people like Lake the Great Free, we got Shazzy, Mark Gadra, Joel Hoglin, Sin, Clean Living, thank you guys so much. Heisenberg, we got Andrew P. Shout out to everyone who's here. Really do appreciate you guys. It's, you know, if it weren't for you guys coming in and being part of these live streams, I would just be talking to myself. And we did do that. You know, we were actively literally streaming to 0 people. We would go live and no one was there. Like 0 people. No one. And I was like, all right, let me see how many people are watching. I'd go and look and I'd go, all right, there's 0 people. All right, well, guys, thanks for tuning in. I mean, you gotta like, you almost have to, it's a cliche term, but the fake it till you make it really actually does bake it into you being successful. So with that dumb thing I just said, yeah, I'll see you guys on the next stream. Really do appreciate you. Put your pepes in the chat. Put all your pepes in the chat. All the people that are members of the channel, make sure you can subscribe to the channel as well. If you want to become a member, you can put your pepes in the chat just like everyone else. And really do appreciate you guys. And thank you for tuning in. All the people that have been tuning in on X today and also on YouTube, thank you. Really do appreciate it. Thank you to all the people that are watching on Instagram. I think I had some people watching on Instagram. Yeah, we had some people join in. So we were streaming to Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube today. So thank you to all of the people that are watching across all platforms. And God bless you and your families. I hope you go into this week super strong. We're starting the week strong, guys. So we are going to... the decisions that we make today are going to dictate what we are going to feel like coming up in these next couple weeks and going into this election. So let's think about them, and let's not rush into anything too crazy, and just be cool, man. Just be cool, man. All right. I'll see you guys later. I'll see you later tonight. Peace.